Hello everyone, good afternoon. We are now in this session, we're going to talk about the Israel National Drone Initiative, INDI. It's already operational 6 years, moved forward the integration of urban flight, very new, very fundamental. People from all over the world come to see what we're doing. We don't do it alone, it's a collaborative effort with, my slide isn't passing, I'll help it. So the idea behind the INDI is to take the drones, real environment, create financial value in order to boost economy through innovation, through the startups, through technology, to enable autonomous vehicles to fly in an urban environment, cooperate with all the ecosystem around, with the regulators, with the users, platforms, municipalities, all in an efficient manner and safe manner. For this initiative, amazing initiative, we partnered all of these partners that are relevant in order to do this in an urban environment. First and foremost, governmental organizations that enable the suitable regulation in order to put a drone in the air in an urban environment. Ministry of Transportation, Minister of Health that came with its own needs to fly blood from Herzog to Hadassah and Karem or other needs. CAAI, the Civil Authority of Aviation, the Israeli Air Force as a regulator that controls the sky above us, the Israel Innovation Authority that is the engine behind this initiative, cooperation with the World Economic Forum, Ayalon Highways, the main contractor of this operation that operates the center of the initiative, and the ecosystem, the companies that ultimately fly and drive their tools above the dense urban environment that we're in. What was the purpose? The objective was first and foremost to create innovation in the air mobility field, to build an ecosystem, to create smart transportation. We're talking about 2020, a community of smart transportation, not only in the military realm like we hear today, but as an economic driver that will take the UAV and drone field and push it forward. To create a regulatory process to support this. To put a drone above a city is not easy. We need all the authorities to approve it. We need suitable regulation. We need this drone to fly with other military tools around it. Remember, the skies above Israel are very dense. And to create all of these partners, to bring them all together to one place, create collaboration between the private sector, the governmental sector, do it fast, create a significant economic effect to boost the Israeli economy forward with its startups and the big industrial companies, and of course international cooperation. We understand that Israeli industry doesn't sell only in Israel. We sell a bit in Israel. We want the citizens in Israel that will get better services, that people will get deliveries to their homes faster, less pollution. We want urban air mobility in the taxi field, but we understand that we want connection to the world, and we do this with the web and other tools, and I will talk about this later. This is what the map of the ecosystem looks like. Here in the middle, we have our center, the Israeli INDI. Around, we have the partners that work together with us, and of course, partnered with us. But it's not only people that got grants from the organization. Any industry in Israel that deals with drones can take part. We saw all the industries around here, governmental agencies, security agencies, everyone that intends to use it. We see the governmental agencies, IMOD, Israeli police, MDA, hospitals, and municipalities. We're not only the big places, not only over Tel Aviv and Beersheba and Haifa, but from Tzfat to Eilat, Hadera in the middle, big center in Yerucham in the south, a test bed in collaboration with Ministry of Defense. That's the first place where we did a real test under GPS jamming to see what happens when we lose GPS signal, to make sure that we're ready for the point where we're blocked, intentionally or not intentionally. If we look worldwide, starting from Israel, we see the growth in the last few years. There's a bit in the sport, a bit urban air mobility, but most it comes to drones and small planes or model planes. We see huge numbers here that were added in the aerial domain. This initiative that started in 2020 was 2 phases. Today, we're in the second or third phase. Today we have amazing achievements to this initiative. We're after 5 years of flights, where we performed above 27,000 flights that were controlled from our control center of the INDI and Alon Highway. We started flying once a quarter. Now we fly 1 week a month. The tempo is getting faster. We have cooperations, we have demonstrations. 21 municipal bodies participated and had demonstrations in their area. We're introducing very strongly the regulation and making sure that it's all backed up by law, because to flight in an urban area is a very sensitive issue. When sent, it all has to be written. So ultimately a UAV will bring the package to my home or bring the blood to the hospital, or in the future will take me with an air taxi to wherever I want to get. We will ultimately have organizations that will manage our airspace. We have 16 companies that we funded as part of this program, direct funding, and besides them, many other companies that came and used the platform, used the facilities for their own benefit. We flew more than 40 different platforms in many collaborations locally and worldwide. Here are a few examples. This initiative was very versatile, very big, very diverse. Also platforms that are advanced and diverse, like you see on the right. Big platforms, a central control center, test areas, and of course cooperations with emergency bodies and international cooperation. We see that people came from all over the world to see what's happening here. The UN, we see the AAC, the European air authorities, cooperations, investors that came to see how we are flying drones over urban environments that are very dense. And today, we are in the beginning of launching the 3rd phase of the INDI. That for us, it's the last phase. It is the commercial pilots. We want to see how, with this initiative, we are able to ultimately bring the financial impact to Israel. This is what we care about as the Innovation Authority. Financial impact using technology. So in the 4th phase, we will focus mainly in pilots, in demonstrations, issues that have materialized with real payload, with real environment, with GPS jamming, all the complexity of you flying in harsh weather. Right now, 11 out of 16 companies that were selected to join us they will continue with us after being with us phase 1 and 2, but all the rest will continue to use our facilities. And also companies that are not part of the initiative are invited to come, and here I'm addressing you, the community that's part of this ecosystem of UAV and drones, to come and join and take part and influence the regulation in Israel. Because ultimately, a vehicle that flies over an urban environment in Israel with that is regulated will be easier to market all over the world, to say this has been passed regulation in Israel, it is certified, it was tested, it was approved, it was jammed, it flew in weather, it was in a very dense environment as far as other platforms, it's valid, it works. Israel as a beta site is an important component. Our objectives, as I said in the previous slide, is to create the regulatory infrastructure to bring these new abilities to in the third phase, also as far as new sensors, also as far as new capabilities of precision and timing, also to cope with harsh conditions of jamming and weather, visibility. We want to see how we overcome all these obstacles because this is real life. Unmanned platforms, autonomous, will need to cope with. To manage the air domain and have all these systems certified under the authority that will be established, that we'll be able to manage the area domain, and of course takeoff and landing sites of autonomous platforms. So that's it in a nutshell, in 12 minutes, about the Israeli National Initiative. I want to utilize this opportunity that I'm here and invite you all to come and use this platform. Ultimately, it was established by the Innovation Authority for the Israeli ecosystem. Let's take it and push our economy forward through this field